In this video, we'll learn how to complete a simple communications plan template. In this case, the template is ordered by the phases in the project life cycle. We can see planning phase, execution, and finalisation. In the first column is a stakeholder. You would have already completed an analysis and identification of different stakeholders and how important they are to the project. The next column, the type of information required. So this could be the information that you need to gather from the stakeholders or information you need to give to different stakeholders. You might consider these the key messages. In some instances, it will be interactive, such as a discussion where there's two-way communication occurring. The method of communication is how communication will take place. So it could be email, face-to-face, phone, video conference. Frequency of communication is how often, for example, daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly. When is the specific day or date that the communication needs to occur, and who is responsible is the person on the project team responsible for leading that particular communication. Let's give an example in the project planning phase. So remember, the activities in project planning are all around planning and getting ready to execute or implement in the next phase. So the first stakeholder is a project team. So the key information we will need to gain, which is also to pull from these stakeholders, could be information on costs, as they may have produced a similar project in the past. Could be certain technical information on how to get things done, risks, and so forth. So anything that the project team can provide you in that planning phase. What you need to provide or give or push out to the project team could be scheduling information, deadlines, constraints, stakeholder information, anything that you think you would need to give to the project team to help them during that planning phase. The method of communication, we're going to assume that the project team is co-located in the same area, so we're going to have face-to-face communication with the project team. The frequency could be, for example, a weekly team meeting, or it could even be ad hoc type of meeting. When? So the specific weekly date could be, for example, Monday mornings at 9 a.m. For the ad hoc meeting, this could be obviously at any time, so as required. Goes with ad hoc. I'm just going to push that down a little bit. Who is responsible? In this instance, the project manager is going to lead those communications. Other stakeholders in the planning phase could be the client, so you might need to gain or gather information from the client or provide them with key information. Could be suppliers, anyone that's critical to the project in that planning phase. During execution, this is where the work gets done, so the communication is going to roll out a little bit differently. For example, with the project team, in this instance, the information we might want to gain could be progress, whether any risks or issues have emerged, how the budget's going, and so forth. We also might want to provide with change updates, scope changes, any key information that occurs within that execution phase. Even things like deadlines might need to be communicated or re-communicated. Under the method, again, we've assumed that they're co-located, so it would be face-to-face, but you might also want to back things up with an email, just for example. Here we might have daily meetings to discuss progress and any other meetings or frequencies that you would like to add. So for example, ad hoc may be another one. The particular day or dates, the daily progress meetings could be mornings at 8:30 a.m, just for example. And again, here we might have the project manager leading those communications, but it could be others. If there's a technical expert or a subject matter expert on the team, they may be in charge of certain things. In project finalisation, the communications are usually reduced, so the project's wrapping up. So again, this section would discuss the different communication needs at that part of the project. Now, while this communication plan does have all of these different project phases included, you can just have a general communications plan that doesn't specify what happens in each phase just for the entire project. That's completely up to you.